Hi, I'm Lear Morrison with Cheeseworks Videos, and we're here tonight with Lucas Schotts rolling off second for the King of America. You come out here, you said this year you're doing full-time USMTS. You've poked in now, jumped in now, have run a couple events. You won in 2016, you won the Grant Young's Memorial. What does it feel like coming out here with these big dogs and rolling off second out of all these cars?
It's pretty special, I'd say. I think it's one of the highest qualified races I've ever been in. It just we've always had to come through a B main or something, so to be qualified second and not have to go through B mains or C mains or last chances is a big pressure off of us, I guess. And a new team this year, so it's pretty cool to be having success this early. What's
that team you're with?
Mike Whittlestat Racing. He's out of Wisconsin. He teamed up with me a couple of years ago, and we've been doing a lot of IMCA stuff together, but he wanted to go USMTS racing this year, so he said sure, and we got a new crew guy, Riley, and it's going good so far.
Well, how many wins you got in your career, and where did you get started?
Modified career, I'm not even sure, to be honest. It's got to be around 50, but hoping to add more this year.
I got you. Where did you get started? You get started on B-Mod, kind of a little bit lower, pure stock,
My dad got me into go-karts when I was 7 years old, and then we raced a car called a Slingshot back at home. It's just basically a little bit bigger go-kart, and then when I was 13 we jumped right into the modified.
A-Mod or B-Mod?
A-Mod.
A-Mod. That's a big jump from a little go-kart going to A-Mod. Your first season out there, you're probably just getting the hang of a car, at 13 years old. How does it feel to just jump straight into A-Mod, straight to one of the highest classes, and how did you do that season?
It was pretty crazy. My dad just said, "Hey, you want to race A-Mod?" And we had a lot of haters and people that said we never could, but I never really tore any equipment up. We actually won a race that year too at Worthington, so my first season was good, I guess, compared to some, so can't complain about that, and it's been good ever since.
What's the number of events, like the big events, like these 10,000 win tonight? How many events you go to a year? The big ones.
As many as we can, usually. We don't really get into racing for points at tracks. It's just not really our thing. We'd rather travel around, hit bigger shows, go to new places, and so we'll be at every big race we can this year, just trying to make money, I guess.
Well, who would you like to thank on this nice car, and what's your sponsors?
I got to thank Mike Whittlestat for giving me an opportunity this year, and Riley for dialing this thing in. Auto Pro Express, MB Customs, VIII engines, dynamic drive lines, and everyone that just helps us out. It's going to be a fun year.
Who makes the motor underneath this beast?
VIII.
VIII. And so you got MB Custom, and between IMCA and one more question. Between IMCA and USRA A-Mods, what's the difference of the feel of car, and is there a difference?
Yeah, there's definitely a difference. We struggle a little more in the IMCA world. I don't know why, just driver preference, I guess. I enjoy USMTS, USRA a lot more, but just the tires and the no spoiler and the little motors, and just used to bigger power, I think, and racing an IMCA car is just, it's a different feel and a different handling than we're used to. So,
well, I want to say good luck tonight. Lucas Schotts rolling off second for the King of America. I'm Lear Morrison with Cheeseworks Videos, and we're here tonight with R.C. Whitwell rolling off fourth for the King of America. You come out here, you said this is your first time here for this event. What makes you come here out of your local tracks, moving out from boundaries?
Just Humboldt's a good looking track. He usually preps it pretty good, and it goes pretty slick usually, and this car's an IMCA car with a crate, and we know this track's small and slick, so it helps into our advantage not having so much power.
I gotcha. What's your local track that you go to? Is it same kind of configuration, a little bigger or smaller, high bank, more flat?
No, this place is kind of one of its own. This place is a little bit narrow, and it's got a distinct couple different lines you could run, and makes it kind of special on its own.
What's different between this track and your track?
This track here, it seems like you could run the extreme bottom and putt around there and make up some good time. Or you could run up on the wall if there's a little moisture. If not, you could catch the middle with that little bit of banking where most other tracks, aren't quite as racy.
What about your track? And give a shout to your local fans. What's your local track?
Yeah, probably like Casa Grande, Arizona, or Arizona Speedway. Those tracks, they're always changing the shapes of them and whatnot, and battling the daytime and the Arizona heat. So, but they do a good job.
I gotcha. To come out here and against all these guys that come out here for, they call us the King of America, the United States, and you come out here and you're going to roll off fourth out of all these people. What does it feel like getting top four to roll off tonight?
I feel very fortunate to be able to be out here and even race, to qualify fourth or tied for third out of 82 cars and probably the best cars in the country. It feels pretty good. Our car's pretty fast. I just have to wheel it pretty good. It's a long race tonight, so I'm sure you're going to have to make a lot of good decisions and a lot of focus and concentration for a long time, and keep your tires under you and don't get them too hot. It's a long ways to go.
So you're not going to go, try hard at the beginning of the race, or you're not leave a little bit for the end, so maybe those guys that kind of wear off their tires get if the track starts rubbering up, wear out tires. What's your plan as far as go hard first, go hard in the middle of the race, or go hard towards the end of the race?
It really depends on what the track gives us. If it looks like it's going to rubber early, I need to go right away and get to the front. If it's pretty fast early, like if they prep it right before we go out and we're a lot of moisture in it, then I probably won't go as hard early. I'll just ride. Try to stay in the top 3 or 4 though. I don't want to get back past 4th or 5th back there. You'd be too far back. So you got to stay up in the top 3 if it's fast and bide your time. But if it looks like it's going to rubber, I need to get to the front right away.
To give a shout to your sponsors and people that have helped you, who do you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, there's been a lot of people over the years that's helped me, hundreds and hundreds of people, but this car right here in particular, it's my cousin and cousin-in-law, Trevor and Melissa Miller, let me drive it this weekend, and Larry Montgomery's helped us out a bunch, and Nightmare Motorsports give us this trailer, the Peterson family give us a truck to come out here, so Lobo Racing's helped us a little bit here for this one race, and a lot of people help us out. For sure couldn't have made it out here on my own.
What's your motor? Who makes the beast underneath this thing, and who makes the chassis?
Yeah, it's a 604 Chevy crate. We got it from Klein. He dynos it and tunes it for us, and he does a good job. They're out of Phoenix, Arizona, Klein Engines, and this is their Larry Shaw race car out of Batesville, Arkansas. I got it from him about 10 years ago, actually, and I've run it over the years, won a lot of races in it, and it's kind of been sitting collecting dust the last few years, and decided to bring it back out, and it's still fast as ever.
Well, I want to say good luck. RC Whitworth rolling off fourth tonight for King of America.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. The 0 of Jake O'Neill, the 69 of Lucas Schott. Sitting on the front row, they will lead us down to the green. 75 laps around the Humboldt Speedway tonight. Who will be King of America 8, presented by Summit Racing Equipment. Race fans, here we go. Down the back straightaway, Jake O'Neill coming to the green. It is showtime at the Hummer.
Green flag waves on King of America 8, presented by Summit Racing Equipment. The field storms down into turns 1 and 2. Lucas Schott will jump out at the initial lead. Josh Hanks slip of the grip a little bit through turns 1 and 2. They went 3 wide for a moment. Crone and Johnny Scott going after Hanks as Schott leads lap 1.
Lucas Schott, the fastest driver in practice here on Wednesday night. He's the fastest driver early right now. Jumping to the race lead is the 69. They'll take the lead on the back straightaway. The 0 of Jake O'Neill, R.C. Whitwell. Pair of Arizona drivers sitting second and third. Everybody chasing Lucas Schott early in 69.
Jake O'Neill runs in the second place spot. R.C. Whitwell third. Josh Angst fourth. And Johnny Scott fifth early in this one. Everybody else searching top to bottom. Where are they going to go the entire distance of this one? A long way to go as Lucas Schott leads off at turn 4.
Still Lucas Schott showing the way. Jake O'Neill, R.C. Whitwell, Josh Hanks, Johnny Scott in the top 5. Then it's Crone, Thornton, Skitland, Stanford, and Ken Arment hanging out in the top 10 right now with Stormy Scott all over him. Jason Hughes trying to roll around him as well in 12. But again, off to number 4, Lucas Schott still leads in 69.
Things getting good. 10th on back in this one. Schott will take the field down into turns 1 and 2. Jake O'Neill has reeled in the 69 of Lucas Schott early in this one. So Jake O'Neill was ready to strike for a moment. The 69 of Lucas Schott pulled back away as we work off of turn 4.
Lucas Schott slipped last time off turn number 4. Gave up a little bit of ground to Jake O'Neill, but he's gathered it right back up. And Schott's out there to a 5-car length advantage. O'Neill is second. Whitwell third. They're going to be in lap traffic here in about 2 more laps as Lucas Schott is setting a torrid pace off turn 4.
A lightning fast Humboldt Speedway early on in this one, and they are closing in on the back of the pack quickly. It's Schott, your leader. Jake O'Neill in second. R.C. Whitwell in third. Fourth is Johnny Scott. Josh Angst rounds out the early top 5 as Jason Hughes has trouble in turn 2.
Ken Arment and Jason Hughes got together on Thursday night. They got together again right there. Everybody straightened themselves out. They're all right. Lucas Schott's in lap traffic, though, down the back straight away here. Now Hughes and Sauer got together, but Schott's now going to have to work through lap traffic off turn 4.
Wow, Lucas Schott already into lap traffic. Matt Lear, Darren Fuquay, Ryan Guston, all right there in danger of going a lap down. A mere 8 laps into this one, and we've already caught the back of the pack.
Unbelievable. Josh Angst is off the pace in turn 2. Angst with trouble. Fields coming after him in a hurry, and a caution will blink on. We saw that happen right before the yellow blinked on. Angst just got off the gas. I thought maybe he made some contact with somebody or somebody made contact with him. But Josh Angst rolling slowly down the back straightaway. That is what Lucas Schott wanted, no doubt about it, as Lucas was in heavy lap traffic in only 8 of 75 laps scored when he got there. To go for the driver out of Chatfield, Minnesota, Lucas Schott back on the gas.
8 laps in, 67 remain. A long way to go in King of America 8. Lucas Schott will take the field off of turn number 2. Here comes Jake O'Neill up to the outside of R.C. Whitwell. Field 2 by 2 behind your leader as we work around to complete lap 9.
Those two drivers know each other very well, both from the city of Tucson and the state of Arizona. They've turned hundreds and hundreds of laps against each other. They'll battle side by side for the runner-up spot. Jason Crone has gone back by Johnny Scott now. Crone on the move. Ricky Thornton Jr. trying to roll back through as well, but Lucas Schott is gone again in 69.
Lucas Schott, your leader. Jake O'Neill in second. R.C. Whitwell in third. A lot going on deep in the pack of this one. They're using every square inch of the Humboldt Speedway right now. We'll watch it top to bottom, but right now, Lucas Schott leads. Look out, Travis Sauer, and we've got a pile up down in turn number 2. On row number 2, Crone and Johnny Scott, your top 5. We're back green with 10 laps in the books.
Back to green, here we go. Lucas Schott taking back off down the front straightaway in 69. Shot right through the middle of the racetrack. Out, Jake O'Neill in the wall, heads up Jake. Jake O'Neill going to lose a couple of spots. Johnny Scott and Jason Crone both going to roll on by. R.C. Whitwell now in that second spot of the 26. Jake O'Neill cocks that thing sideways, tries to get back after it, heads up Jason Hughes and Stormy Scott together. Look out. Turn number 4, Hughes and Scott got together. Kent Arment and Austin Siebert with nowhere to go, and those 3 collected in turn at number 4. Leaders so far, Lucas Schott in 69.
Back to the green with just 11 laps completed. Cool Hand Luke out in front of your field. The field will rumble down the front straightaway. Lucas Schott will lead him off at 2 and down the back stretch. R.C. Whitwell in second. Johnny Scott, that's still the top 3. Crone and O'Neill as we complete lap 12.
Jake O'Neill trying to rebound and get a couple of spots back that he lost a moment ago. We've got 2 of them around. Austin Siebert's 1. And Bumper Jones, the other, got together. Josh Angst has rolled to a halt. Angst is going to go pit side again in the 99. So that caution will go on the 111 of Bumper Jones as he was crossed in 69.
Several cautions early thus far in this one. We'll see if we can put together a good green flag run. Lucas Schott leads the field down into turns 1 and 2. They fan out 2 and 3 wide all the way around the Hummer. It's Lucas Schott. We got Angst back on track as we round turn number 4.
Lucas Schott driving right back off to a pretty commanding advantage early. 26 of Whitwell in front of the 1ST of Johnny Scott. Whitwell with a good race car underneath him. Johnny Scott's 3rd. Jake O'Neill has gone back to 4th. Crone is 5th. Ricky Thornton Jr. 6th. And then a good one here. Stanford Hughes and Cody Skitland. But your leader still Schott all alone in 69.
Jason Hughes, Cody Skitland, and Alex Stanford in a good race for that number 7 spot down the front straightaway. We'll see how it all shakes out. Skitland rolling to the high line. What a run thus far for the 75 of Skitland as Lucas Schott looks to pull away in 69.
Josh Hanks has had enough. He will drive off onto the infield in the 99. His King of America weekend will come to an end. Lucas Schott dominating and driving away very easily up front in 69. That battle for about 6th and 7th, a great one though. Ricky Thornton Jr., Jason Hughes, and Cody Skitland.
Look out, Jake O'Neill back up in the wall in turns 3 and 4. Jason Crone will drive by the Tucson, Arizona racer. Jake O'Neill wearing the right side of that LG2 out early in this one. He's been on the concrete in 1 and 2 and on the concrete in 3 and 4. He'll look to gather it in as Lucas Schott works into turns 1 and 2.
Couple more laps will be in lap traffic again for your race leader, Lucas Schott, as he is shot literally out of a cannon. Down the front straightaway, Lucas Schott continues to lead off turn number 4. Lap traffic in his sights this time.
Lucas Schott can see the back of the pack once again. He's closing in on what will be Travis Sauer and Bumper Jones racing side by side. We'll see if they finish that battle or if Lucas has to navigate around those two. Nonetheless, he's got about a full straightaway advantage to work with in 69.
Yeah, he's got nobody chasing him down, but he does have to work to get through lap traffic now. Shot around the top side. Bumper Jones will be the first one to lose a lap here. Bumper slides up in front of him. Now he knows he's there down the front straightaway. Schott continues to roll around the outside. He'll get alongside of Bumper at the line.
Boy, Lucas Schott working through that lap traffic. R.C. Whitwell a good distance back, about a full straightaway behind the Chatfield, Minnesota racer. Johnny Scott works in 3rd, 4th, Jason Crone, and 5th, Ricky Thornton Jr.
Lucas Schott still having trouble with Bumper Jones. Bumper's racing for position. Does not know the leader is there. We thought maybe he would flash to the outside. Now he does. Lucas Schott will get alongside a Bumper and put him a lap down. They're going to work on Travis Sauer now. Sauer in the same groove that Schott is running now off turn 4.
Lucas Schott rolling the high line. He will have to switch grooves down into turns 1 and 2. Lucas Schott will drop to the hub of the speedway to try to work by the 21X of Travis Sauer. Those lap cars very fast. As quickly as Lucas Schott caught the back of the pack, they're about the same speed.
Yeah, they sure are, and of course they're racing to stay on the lead lap if they can. Down the front straightaway to 69 of Lucas Schott showing the way. He will look to the inside of the 21X and Sauer will finally put him a lap down. He'll go to work on Darren Fuqua here in the 87. Ian Zach Vanderbeek right now in front of your race leader off turn 4.
R.C. Whitwell still has to work around the 111 of Bumper Jones, and Johnny Scott is starting to pressure the 96 of R.C. Whitwell. Johnny Scott in the picture now for that runner-up spot. Ricky Thornton Jr. likewise pressuring the 7K of Jason Crone. 2 good battles, one for 2nd, the other for 4th as we work off of turn 4.
Schott now taking a look to the inside of 2016 King of America champion Zach Vanderbeek. Trying to put Zach a lap down here down the back straightaway. Stormy Scott's right in front of him. Another former King champion about to go a lap down as Schott continues to roll in 69.
Lucas Schott bad fast here in the early goings of King of America 8. He navigates himself through the lap traffic. Bobby Malkus, the winner of that non-qualifier race, and Stormy Scott just ahead of the 69 of Lucas Schott as Johnny Scott closes to the outside of R.C. Whitwell.
R.C. Whitwell, Johnny Scott, a great battle for the runner-up spot through lap traffic. Jason Crone and Ricky Thornton Jr. right there as well. 2nd through 5th together now on the speedway in lap traffic. Lucas Schott still working on Stormy and Malkus, trying to find a way through lap traffic down the front stretch.
Things getting hectic through lap traffic in this one. Lucas Schott still trying to pick his way through the lap cars. R.C. Whitwell still fending off Johnny Scott, Jason Crone, and Ricky Thornton Jr. duking it out. Ricky has rolled to the high line now. We got great battles 2nd through 5th.
Boy, this racetrack's outstanding here. They can race anywhere they want to on it. Schott has gone by Malkus. Now he'll slide to the top of the racetrack, give himself a little bit more breathing room here. He'll build that momentum up down the back straightaway and work to the outside of Stormy Scott. So he said he already put one previous King champion a lap down. He's looking to put another previous King champion a lap down this time.
Lucas Schott working into the lap traffic there behind Stormy Scott, Ryan Gustin. Austin Siebert, who's been fast all weekend long, will be in danger of going a lap down here shortly as well. Lucas Schott to the high side off of turn number 4. An impressive run thus far for the 69.
Incredible so far. You've got Stormy Scott, a previous winner, Ryan Gustin, a previous winner, both directly in front of your race leader. Lucas Schott's going to work on Austin Siebert. He'll drop to the bottom of the racetrack. See if he can't put the Missouri racer a lap down as they race through 3 and 4 one more time.
Johnny Scott has snagged that runner-up spot from the 26 of R.C. Whitwell. Ricky Thornton Jr. also able to work by the 7K of Jason Crone. Hard to take your eyes off the leader there, the 69 of Lucas Schott, as he methodically works his way through lap traffic, but Johnny Scott, he's got that thing rolling. We'll see if the 1ST can reel in Lucas Schott.
Lucas Schott still in lap traffic. He's gone back to the bottom of the racetrack. He's now put Siebert and Klein a lap down. Jason Hughes out of the race. Hughes now going to pull pit side. Jason's weekend will come to an end as Lucas Schott now sets his sights on Stormy Scott and Ryan Gustin.
Jason Hughes with a right rear flat. He pulls off down in the infield. We will stay green in this one. Lucas Schott about a full straightaway advantage over Johnny Scott. R.C. Whitwell now falling into the clutches of Ricky Thornton Jr. Race for third, working off of turn 4.
Whitwell hanging on to that spot for the time being, but Ricky Thornton Jr. is all over him in 20 RT. 20 RT down to the bottom of the 26 to the outside. The pair of Arizona drivers circling the Humboldt Speedway door to door. They're not too far behind second place running Johnny Scott either, as Lucas Schott still having trouble with Stormy here on the front stretch.
Stormy slid way up the track, got out of shape right in front of the 69 of Lucas Schott. And Randy Klein bouncing off the wall over in turns 1 and 2. He's able to gather that thing in, but Lucas Schott is now worked by the 2S of Scott off of turn 4.
Lucas Schott with a little bit of clear sailing in front of him. Ryan Gustin is next victim if he can get to him. Johnny Scott still running. In that second spot, they're going to go 4 wide in lap traffic. Ricky Thornton Jr. just still third from R.C. Whitwell down the front straightaway. Give third to the 20 RT.
Ricky Thornton Jr. starting to crack the whip. That 20 RT car, he's rolled up through the field. An aggressive move in lap traffic, and we got Gustin around in turn number 1. Yellow out for the 19R. What a move there out of Ricky Thornton Jr. down into turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, Ricky Thornton Jr. in lap traffic stole that spot away. I wonder.
Lucas Schott back on the loud pedal. We're back underway.
Here we go. Once again, Lucas Schott. Johnny Scott with a great restart. Johnny launching after your race leader, trying to put Ricky Thornton Jr. behind him. Thornton now taking a look down to the bottom. They'll drag race side by side. Gives second back to Johnny Scott in 1ST. Lucas Schott's driven out to a 3-car length advantage. He's got clear track in front of him as we run off turn number 4.
Ricky Thornton Jr. a strong drive that time off the bottom of turn number 4. That'll put the 20 RT in a second. Look out, Johnny Scott drifts up into the wall over in turns 1 and 2. That'll cost him second. Ricky Thornton Jr. will work by the Las Cruces, New Mexico racer. We'll see if Ricky has anything for the 69 of Lucas Schott.
Lucas Schott, Ricky Thornton Jr., Johnny Scott, R.C. Whitwell, Jason Crone, still the top 5. Down the back straightaway, Schott continues to lead way up on the top side of the Humboldt Speedway. He's got good momentum up there. Schott just rolling away from the field. Can Ricky Thornton Jr. come after him and run him down in 20 RT?
Boy, just outside of those top 5, Derek Ramirez out of the B main. He's rolled up into the 6th place starting spot. Jake O'Neill's faded back to 7th. Rodney Sanders is 8th in this one. Kyle Strickler's still 9th. Ethan Dodson, your top 10.
Lucas Schott still showing the way. Then it's Thornton, Scott, Whitwell, and Crone. We'll keep an eye on Ramirez and see if he can't put some pressure on Jason Crone now. Crone right to the middle, Ramirez to the outside. You mentioned Rodney Sanders has cracked the top 10. He's working on Jake O'Neill now. Here comes Rodney down to the bottom in 20.
Lucas Schott still your leader down into turns 1 and 2. Ricky Thornton Jr. in that runner-up spot. Then it's the 1ST of Johnny Scott, the 26 of R.C. Whitwell, Jason Crone. Starting to see some pressure out of Derek Ramirez. Ramirez starting to get that Hughes chassis wound up along the top side of the Humboldt Speedway.
Rodney Sanders now by the 0 of Jake O'Neill. He moved up another spot. There's going to be a good battle for 5th here, and it's going to be a 3-car battle in a moment. Jason Crone, Rodney Sanders, and Derek Ramirez about to have a good one. Here comes Rodney continuing to roll. Lucas Schott again will see the back of the field. He's a couple of laps away from it, but continuing to set a torrid pace in 69.
Rodney able to work down to the inside of the 4R of Derek Ramirez. They race side by side down the front straightaway. Derek will roll to the middle groove of this track. The 20 of Sanders will stay to the bottom with Crone up top as Lucas Schott continues to dominate in 69.
Rodney Sanders inside, Derek Ramirez outside, side by side for that spot right behind Jason Crone. Give that spot to Sanders. Down the back straightaway, Sanders now into 6th and 20. Ramirez going to fight back. Rodney going to use that momentum and drive down the back straightaway to take it back away in 20.
Sanders really coming to life these last few laps. Derek not giving it up easy, though. They're side by side off at turn number 4. Good battle between the 20 of Sanders and the 4R of Derek Ramirez. They're going to close in on Jason Crone as well. However, that battle gets decided. They will go after the 7K of Jason Crone.
Lucas Schott in heavy lap traffic here. We're nearing lap 50 of this event. Schott still your leader in 69. Now he's got a lap car between himself and Ricky Thornton Jr., Johnny Scott, R.C. Whitwell, and still Jason Crone trying to hold off his son-in-law for now for 5th and 7K.
Good race for 6 continues, soon to be for 5th as Rodney looks down to the inside of the 7K of Jason Crone. Ramirez still well within that picture. Kyle Strickler, he's watching a heck of a battle right now in that 8 car as Rodney continues to go after the 7K of Jason Crone.
Lucas Schott to the inside of Bobby Malkus. He'll put him another lap down. He'll put Randy Klein another lap down as well in the 88. Kent Arment right in front of him. Lucas Schott's eyeing him up down the back straightaway. Thornton trying to run him down. Ricky Thornton Jr. is not done. He's closing in on Lucas Schott through lap traffic. Here comes the 20 RT.
Ricky Thornton Jr. starting to chip away at Lucas Schott's advantage. It's under a half a straightaway now. Ricky has come on fast in these last few laps. We'll see if he can close in on Lucas Schott as they race down the back straightaway. Right now, 1 lap car between your top 2 as we work off of turn 4.
And Ricky Thornton Jr. using some different lines around the speedway here as Thornton sort of diamonding the corner last time by. Alex Stanford will drive off onto the infield. The California Racers' night is done. Now, no lap cars between leader Schott and second place Thornton. You can see Ricky go up there and diamond off. You're going to have a battle for the lead here in a moment.
That diamond move working very well for the Chandler, Arizona race. He's within a car length now. The 69 of Lucas Schott. Schott with a strong drive off of turn number 2. He will stretch that distance back out into turns 3 and 4. But right here is where Ricky Thornton Jr. gets a ton of drive off of turn number 4.
Lucas Schott working on Bumper Jones now, trying to put Bumper a lap down as they enter turn number 1. Austin Siebert right there in front of him as well. Ricky Thornton Jr. trying to see what line the best to sneak by those lap cars and maybe challenge Lucas Schott here. We got a couple cars bouncing off the fence. Everybody stays green. We continue underway.
Ricky Thornton Jr. closing in on Lucas Schott as Schott tries to work by the 16 of Austin Siebert. Working down to the inside of the lap car down the back straightaway. Ricky Thornton Jr. trying to close in. We'll see if he diamonds that corner again. He cuts it once to the bottom. We'll see if he can reel in Lucas Schott in the 69.
Schott continues to work on Austin Siebert. He may try to slide up in front of him here as Thornton's drawn to within about 3 car lengths now. Still Johnny Scott third, R.C. Whitwell fourth. That battle for fifth, still a great one between Crone and Sanders. But down the front straightaway, let's see if Schott can get by Zach Johnson before Thornton gets by Austin Siebert.
That battle continues through turns 1 and 2 as Schott tries to work by the 6X of Johnson. He will do that about the same time Ricky works by the 16 of Siebert. They dispose of those lap cars right about the same time as Bumper Jones has a wheel coming off at entrance at turn number 3. The left rear wheel coming off of the 111 of Bumper Jones, and that collected Kent Arment and the 4M of Bobby Malkus. There you see that left rear wheel of Bumper Jones rolling down the front straightaway. Trevor Rash will wrangle the wheel on the apron of the speedway, but that wheel just came flying off of the 111 of Bumper Jones, and Kent Arment nowhere to go.
No, Kent certainly did not. He tried to get out of the way, but was either hit Bumper or hit the wheel that had dislodged from the 111 car. So unfortunately, Kent Arment had nowhere to go. Bumper Jones will be out of action. Certainly, we're checking on Arment to see if he's got heavy damage on that 9 or not. Lucas Schott hold off Ricky Thornton Jr., Johnny Scott and company. Here we go. We'll find out. Coming back to green for Schott in 69.
A 16-lap shootout to the finish for 10 grand. Lucas Schott will take him down into turns 1 and 2. Ricky Thornton Jr. to the inside of the speedway. Johnny Scott right there all race long. He will look to take over the second place spot down the back straightaway. Here comes Johnny. We'll keep an eye on the 1ST.
Was Johnny Scott saving his stuff down the front straightaway? He is now door-to-door for second with Ricky Thornton Jr. as they race into turn number 1. Lucas Schott again will jump out to a 5-car length advantage early. It'll continue to be the 69, 20 RT, and the 1SC still side by side. Now Jason Crone's getting racy to the outside of R.C. Whitwell as well.
Inside of 15 laps to go, Ricky Thornton Jr. reclaims that runner-up spot. So Thornton back into second ahead of the 1ST of Johnny Scott. 26 of R.C. Whitwell down to the inside of Jason Crone. So Whitwell trying to recover as there's a ton of sparks from the 0 of O'Neill. Cade Dillard hard into Kyle Strickler as well. Just a ton of chaos there at the entrance of turn number 3. You see sparks showering out of the front end of that 0 of Jake O'Neill.
All sorts of right rear damage on Jake O'Neill's 0. And like you said, Cade Dillard and Kyle Strickler got together as O'Neill had a shower of sparks all the way around the speedway here. So we'll see if there's any damage on the 97 and the 8. Strickler stopped up there. I'm not sure if he's going to try to go into the work area or if he's going to try to stay out onto the speedway. He still sits on the top of turn number 4 here in 8. Delaware double file restart alignment back to green off turn 4.
13 laps remain. We're back underway off of turn number 4. Lucas Schott trying to fend off Ricky Thornton Jr. and Johnny Scott. Johnny Scott with another strong restart once again in that 1ST car. He'll roll to the high line of the speedway. He'll get a ton of momentum along the top shelf to drive away from Ricky Thornton Jr. Look out, Jason Crone. The left rear wheel coming off the 7K, and Ramirez tagged it. It'll go bouncing in turns 3 and 4. Thought that thing was going to go screaming into the pits for a moment. The left rear wheel falling off of the 7K of Jason Crone. Luckily, everybody able to avoid the Slayton, Minnesota racer, and Trevor Rash will wrangle a second wheel in turn number 4.
Thornton Jr. again in row number 2 as we get set to go back green.
A wild one brewing here at King of America 8, presented by Summit Racing Equipment. We're back green. Ricky Thornton Jr. this time. A great restart for Thornton, as Scott was down on the inside of the second row that time, and Thornton had a great restart in the 20 RT. Here comes Rodney Sanders as well. Keep an eye on the rocket off of turn 4.
Yep, that's the driver to keep an eye on, no doubt about it. He was battling with Crone for 5th, got by Crone. Now he's in the top 5. He's up to the 4th spot here. Stormy Scott's right there as well. Rodney Sanders now trying to take a look at the back bumper of the 1ST of Johnny Scott, but Ricky Thornton Jr. has gone to the top of the racetrack. Now let's see if he can't challenge Schott here in the late going of this one.
Sanders from the inside of row number 9 starting to go after the 1ST of Johnny Scott. He's in between the Scott brothers right now. Johnny in that 3rd place spot, Rodney in 4th, and Stormy Scott rounding out the top 5 as Thornton tries to reel in the 69 of Lucas Schott.
Lucas Schott, Ricky Thornton Jr., Johnny Scott, Rodney Sanders, Stormy Scott, Whitwell 6th, Ramirez 7th, Vanderbeek 8th, Cody Skitland 9th, and still Austin Siebert hanging out in the top 10 here, but Lucas Schott, he's not letting anybody hang right with him at all. He's going to try to drive away and run off for a $10,000 victory tonight.
Schott, your leader, 2nd, still Thornton 3rd, Johnny Scott 4th is Sanders, and 5th, Stormy Scott. We have R.C. Whitwell in 6th, 7th is Vanderbeek, 8th is Ramirez, 9th, Skitland race for 10th between Matt Lear and Austin Siebert as Schott just continues to dominate here at the Hummer.
Lucas Schott unchallenged. Ricky Thornton Jr. hanging out in that 2nd spot. Then it's Johnny, Rodney, Stormy. Still down the back straightaway here. Lucas Schott running around on the top of the Humboldt Speedway unchallenged here in 69.
Impressive, just no other way to put it right now to the 69 of Lucas Schott. He's been able to keep about the same distance between himself and the 20 RT of Ricky Thornton Jr. since that last restart, about a half a straightaway advantage for the Chatfield, Minnesota racers. We've got trouble down in turn number 2. It looks to be the 16 of Austin Siebert. Rolls down the back straightaway. We get ready to go back green in this one.
Here we go. Lucas Schott once again on the trigger in turn number 3. Green flag in the air. 6 to go for Chatfield, Minnesota's Lucas Schott in 69.
Bale takes off down into turns 1 and 2. Ricky Thornton Jr., great restart. He'll take a look down to the inside of the 69 of Lucas Schott. See if Thornton can stay within reach of Schott as we work off of turn number 4. 5 laps to go.
Lucas Schott still your leader. Thornton is there. How about this 3-wide battle? There goes Stormy. Stormy Scott to the inside. He went 3 wide with Johnny Scott and Ronnie Sanders. Stormy now going to move up 1 more spot in 2. Down the back straight away. We got a car turned around in turn number 1. Randy Klein off onto the infield of the 88. I believe that's Matt Lear. In out 70 laps in the books. 5 to go for Lucas Schott in 69.
Back to the green we go. 5 laps remain for Cool Hand Luke. Ricky Thornton Jr., another good restart. He'll roll up to the outside this time through turns 1 and 2. Lucas Schott will drift out on exit 2 to hit the cushion on exit 2 and down the back straightaway. Thornton will now dive down to the inside. Just 4 laps to go. Thornton taking a look at your leader off of turn 4.
Ricky Thornton Jr.'s there with 4 to go. Johnny Scott trying to hold up Rodney Sanders. Sanders has gone back by Stormy. Rodney now to the bottom of the racetrack trying to get a podium finish here for the 20 car. Down the back straightaway it's Schott, Thornton, Scott, Sanders, Scott still the top 5. 3 to go this time by at the line for Lucas Schott in 69.
3 laps remain. Lucas Schott about a 4-car length advantage over the 20 RT of Ricky Thornton Jr. Johnny Scott still right there to the finish of this one. He rolls in that 3rd place spot. Stormy Scott, Rodney Sanders side by side down the back straightaway.
Pair of laps remaining here as we come by the start finish line, this time by Schott. 8 car lengths in front of the 20 RT of Ricky Thornton Jr. as they roll by. We've got one in the fence. See if we go green. We do not. Yellow is going to have to come out as we've got a car stopping up there. That might be Zach Johnson. We'll see who that is. It is the 6X of Zach Johnson. He clipped the wall right by the flag stand and rolled to a halt in turn number 1. Single file restart with 2 to go. Green, white, checkered, green in the air for Lucas Schott with 2 to go.
A 2-lap dash for $10,000. Ricky Thornton Jr. trying to stay within reach of the 69 of Lucas Schott. Scott Brothers run 3 and 4 in this one. Rodney Sanders rounds out the top 5. White flag to the air and one more lap to go for Coolhand Luke.
One more trip around the Hummer. Lucas Schott trying to hold off Ricky Thornton Jr., the Scott Brothers, and Rodney Sanders in the top 5 as we run down the back straightaway. He's led every single lap of this one. He's got to lead one more down the back straightaway. Race fans, your 2018 King of America, Coolhand Lucas Schott in 69.
So the checkered flag is waved on King of America 8, presented by Summit Racing Equipment. The top 4 have been ordered to the scale. We'll get them crossed through the tech area and over to Victory Lane.
All the congratulations happening here in Victory Lane. We'll wait for him to come climbing on out. Race fans, your King of America, Lucas Schott in 69. Lucas Schott, tonight's King of America champion, $10,000 richer. We'll get him over here in front of this MB Custom number 69. What a race. 11 cautions in that 75-lapper. Several of them obviously right there towards the end of that thing. What is going through your mind on these late race cautions?
Every caution's just gets worse and worse. You know, you keep hearing stuff. You hear 20 RT coming up and Stormy coming back, so it gets more nerve-wracking as it goes on, and just wanted to be over.
Just wanted to get over with. You said to me a couple days ago, whatever day it was, we were standing at your trailer talking about this weekend, and you said Thursday night's important because there's a lot of money on the line at the end of the season, but then you focus on the weekend and this 10 grand, and boy, is this race car good.
Yeah, I can't thank Mike and Riley enough for giving me a fast hot rod, and all of our other sponsors, Graveyard Auto and Dynamic Drivelines and Vic Hill Racing Engines. This thing's bad fast, and it's going to be a fun year.
Yeah, it sure is. We talked about that as well. We talked about how quickly you guys meshed. You, Riley, Mike, Wiedelstadt, the whole team. These cars you've driven, the MB cars you've driven for a while, so you're comfortable behind the wheel of them. But how quickly you guys meshed this year is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is. You know, it really helps. Kind of brought over some of my notes. Riley kind of tinkers with his stuff, so it's all going good.
You won some big races before, right? You won the Triple Crown at Cedar Lake. You won the Grant Young Hands Memorial a couple years ago. You won the USR National Championship, but this is a big one, isn't it?
This is pretty big. Just the circumstances, driving for somebody else. It's different. Driving your own stuff versus somebody else's, and it's pretty cool.
Talk about everybody that supports you. I mean, you had lots of congratulations in Victory Lane here. You get to put the cape on, you get to put the crown on, all that fun stuff tonight, too.
Yeah, I just got to thank Mike and Riley again. My parents for coming out, brother and sister and girlfriend. It's pretty cool they're all here.
How about it? Your King of America champion, Lucas Schott in 69. Lots more congratulations. We'll get the cape on. We'll get the crown on. We'll do all the Victory Lane accolades here for the Chatfield, Minnesota racer. We'll talk to the rest of the top 5 here in a moment as well. Gentlemen, how about it? Your winner, he's up on the throne, Lucas Schott in 69. We'll let Lucas do his Victory Lane celebrations. We'll come talk to the rest of the top 5. We'll get to second place, Ricky Thornton Jr. here. The 20 RT was pretty sporty tonight, yes?
Yeah, it was really good. We burned a lot of fuel on methanol. Last restart we started sputtering a little bit, but congrats to Lucas. Lucas had one heck of a hot rod. Congrats to him.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Let's talk about the late race restarts. You were really good. You kind of kept looking to the inside and looking to the inside and then finally the outside to see if you had anything for him.
Yeah, I kept trying the bottom, and then it was almost going away off of 4, and then that let Johnny start getting ahead of me on the restart. So I'm like, well, I have to go to the top and get a good restart. And I mean, I tried low, tried going high. He every time he kept pulling away. My only shot was lap traffic, and we were there early, but after that we had a bunch of yellows there at the end. So luckily the race ended.
Awfully good second place run though for the weekend.
Oh, definitely.
There it is. Give him a hand. Second place, Ricky Thornton Jr. in 20 RT. We'll go find Johnny and Stormy Scott here on the front straightaway as well. We'll get with Johnny Scott first. Johnny, come on over here if you don't mind for just a second. The 1ST, again, really, really good. You've had such a consistently good race car this season.
Yeah, I mean, I can't complain about top 5 at this race. It's definitely a good run, but yeah, Lucas was awful fast tonight. Congrats to him. I like to see that, and I got in the wall and it kind of messed my spoiler up, which didn't help us much, but we held on for a third. But I just got to thank all my sponsors: Rancho Milagro, MVT, Algeier Rink, S&S Fishing and Rental, Ibach, and Bowler Motorsports, just all-star. And I'm sure I'm forgetting a couple. I mean, Vanderbilt Race Car, Zach and his family, they've been great to us this year, and we're just going to keep getting faster. I think we definitely got a really consistent car, and I'm looking forward to the rest of this year.
Yeah, you've been second in this event several times. You've been third in this event now several times. It's coming, isn't it?
You would think. I mean, you got to wait a whole nother year before we can do this again, but maybe one of these days I can get it done. Just wasn't our time this year.
There it is, third place, Johnny Scott in 1ST. Stormy's right here as well. We'll get Stormy in here as long as he's standing right here. How about your run here? Had to go to the tail and to storm back through to a top 5 finish. Pretty good.
Yeah, I was probably driving a lot on anger. I kind of got sandwiched over here between those two cars, and then I got rammed in the back and got spun out, and I'm the only one that got sent to the back on it, I guess. But I got to thank all my sponsors, all the few fans that are still here in this freezing night. I thought this would be our year, but we got a really good car, just like Johnny, and we just got to be patient. I've just haven't had much luck this year. This is actually my second finish of the year, so heck, I'm just happy to finish right now, I guess.
Well, here's the thing. You had to swap an engine on Thursday night. Like you said, you won on Saturday night in Mississippi to kind of boost the momentum a little bit. This is going to help. Obviously, you want to go to victory lane, but to come from the back to a top 5, those wins are coming. The finish has got to come first, which they are now, but the wins are coming.
Yeah, definitely. You just got to stay on top of all this stuff, and to win, you first got to finish. So I'm just happy to, hopefully we can at least keep finishes going.
There it is. That's fourth place, Stormy Scott. Bryce, that'll do it from the front straightaway.